Coach, you get Nate Doan back on the mound. I mean, why was this the right time for him, and what did you think of his performance?
I thought his performance was great. 2 innings, 22 pitches, and we were just throwing him 2 tonight. Just part of his rehab. It's just we've gone 2 scrimmages the last 2 weeks. So he scrimmaged 2 weeks ago, faced the inning worth of guy. Last week he faced about 2 innings worth. And, the goal is to have him back for the postseason and working through everything. And so we're pretty close, and I thought he was pretty good tonight.
Steph? Follow up on that. Do you feel like between now and regionals he kind of has the time to work back to full like starter?
No, I don't know about that. I mean, it's he's just going to build volume each time. So does he get an outing next week? Does he get one the following? I just think he's trying to get in there and help us out any way he can. I can't script too much right now. It's such a hard time of year to script.
Robbie, you're kind of in a dogfight there in the middle innings, and Joe really lifts you out of it. And his 3 or 4 at bats, he gets 3 home runs, and just seems really locked in right now. Do you feel like he's a guy that's earned his way into the lineup regularly moving forward?
Yeah, we'll have to look at it and see. I mean, we have a pretty good catching scenario, and at this time of the year, guys got a good rhythm with a certain catcher. But you have a DH spot too that you can make some things happen and see what could, we got to keep that hot bat. You need to have him in the lineup at some point.
What are you seeing from him right now to be that locked in? I mean, he didn't have a home run all season until Sunday. He's had 4 in the last 2 games.
I don't know. It ain't. Maybe met a cute girl. She's lucky. I don't know. Like it's. I hope he keeps talking to her. That's all I know. So,
Steve.
Along those lines too, Coach, it's like you want to be adding pieces down the stretch as you get ready for postseason. And you got Kohler now, that one of the hottest hitters on the team, and now Joe. I mean, so how much more confidence do you have maybe in the bottom half of this lineup?
Yeah, our bottom half's been good over the last week, so I'm really pleased. Ethan had a big game on Sunday. Joe's hitting a little bit. Loco's been really good. I mean, he had a ball hard, and I don't know if he had any hits tonight, but he had a couple good at bats there where he really stung some balls. I feel like we got the normal Logan back. So, but you're still one to add. We got guys trying to get everybody going. That's what you're hoping for here at the end.
Benjamin,
you're following up on Joe. Obviously, his journey here has been anything but linear. So, just emotionally for him, what's it mean for him to break out and have a game like this down the stretch?
I told him a couple of weeks ago. I feel like he had finally gotten comfortable. I think you come here, it's a lot different than where he came from. He came from a good school, but this is the pinnacle. So getting comfortable, relaxed, knowing his role, and then he's a hard-working kid. He just shows up every day to hit and work, and I just think you're seeing that. He's playing. We like to call it free, but he's just playing pretty free right now.
Danny P.
Coach, I know that they got hit a little bit, but just 1 walk from your pitching staff tonight, so that's a plus.
Yeah, that was good. And I don't think we gave up a couple hits here and there. We gave up 2 balls down the line. I mean, that's which I don't think we're hit too hard. I was pretty pleased with the guys, the overall. They'll get Cam every once in a while because he's just going everything. They'll run into 1 or 2 here on Cam, but he gets so many outs too and so many strikeouts.
Steve.
We'll be right back out in the ballpark. 2 days, big series for you in postseason with Missouri coming in here. What are your thoughts about the Tigers?
I haven't watched them a lot besides what I've seen during the year. Everybody in this league is good, and they're still playing for a lot. I know it. I've been that team before. You're doing everything you can and trying to stay motivated. And our goal is just to play. Like I've told them all week, I don't care about scenarios and tournament, and all we can control is between the 2 lines. So we have a practice tomorrow. We need to have a great practice, and then our goal is to come out and just play really good baseball against Missouri. And it's gonna be a tough weekend. It's not easy. We played Auburn, who's not in, and every game with Auburn felt like a dogfight. I mean, just this league has so many talented players and talented coaches that aren't going to let their team just quit playing. They're going to come in here and battle us for everything.
Grace.
Going off of that, when you talk about a team that is not going to make the postseason, what's your message to not overlook them this weekend?
Well, they still can. I think they can still make the postseason. So there's we don't, believe it or not, we don't talk about the other teams too much. It's just about us, and our kids know that they're playing for something. They understand it, but it's about us. It's about Cal having a good start. It's about us playing great defense. It's about us putting runs together, and they've had some really good weekends. I mean, I think they swept Florida, at some point they have gone toe to toe with some teams all year long, and they can play really good baseball.
Robbie, what's kind of the book on this team? I know you've seen that coach at 2 different schools now, and Missouri's had some success here too. Beat y'all in the national championship year. They're a little different team probably this year. What's this team look like to you so far?
I wish I could tell you that. I haven't watched them enough. I mean, I know there's a couple older starters, and they can pitch a little bit, and they've got a really talented second baseman. I know that, one of the probably better players in the league. So, but I haven't seen them too much. We haven't. We'll spend starting tomorrow morning. We'll start locking in on Missouri.
David,
going back to Nate, how's he been the last couple of weeks? Has he been pushing to get back out there? Is he kind of accommodated? What's his attitude been like?
Well, coming through rehab, you're always, am I feeling good? Am I feeling bad? And then the first scrimmage, we sent him out there. He got hit a little bit, and he came in pissed off. And you knew he was back in his competitiveness. He wasn't worried about his arm. He was worried about getting hit. And I think that was a big sign for us, because I wasn't even here that day. And I came in and, hey, how was it? And he was pissy, which is good. I mean, Nate's a real competitive kid. And that's when I knew he was past the rehab thought process. And now I got to, because a lot of it's mechanics and being in the moment. And really, I was pleased with the off speed. In our scrimmages, he's been a little harder. But he pitched tonight. I mean, I thought he did a nice job of pitching and throwing all 4 pitches for strikes.
Doug?
Coach, understandably, all the eyes were on Nate tonight, but Colby had a pretty good game too, and it seemed like that even the only hit he gave up that home run, it sort of a strange play out there on that.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Colby was good. His first inning, really good. When he commands his off speed, then you can get him off the fastball. And it doesn't matter how hard you throw in this league. It's they can still get on some fastball. I think that guy just got in a leverage count, felt like he was going to get a fastball, but I thought Colby's first inning was really, really good. Threw some really nice breaking balls and change-ups tonight.
Steve?
D1 baseball committee sent out a memorandum about not canceling these games. A lot of people did cancel, but you guys elected to play. I know Joe Powell was happy you played tonight. Nate Dome was certainly happy you played tonight. But why was it important to play this game?
Well, the Nate Dome piece was a big one. And like I said, we looked at it, and I'm a baseball coach, so I'm not into the, if it would have rained, we'd have canceled. But you're going to live in Starkville, Mississippi and go home and sit on your porch and it's 70 degrees and pretty outside and not play baseball when you can. For our kids, for myself, for us to have a better, they're going to reward us if we're one of the best 16 teams to host. And we got to prove it on the field. And I just felt like it was more important to play than to cancel our game. And I know our group's done enough. We got to play good baseball this weekend. But us playing tonight is not the reason we'll host or not host. It'll be some other reasons. And our job is to prove it to the committee that we're one of the top teams in the country.
Well, Joe, what's gotten into you lately? I mean, 4 home runs and 2 ball games here. I know it felt good to get a big swing off, but you come back home and 3 more. So what's going on with you?
Yeah, just made an adjustment in my swing. It's been a long time coming, but made an adjustment in my swing and been seeing the ball well and swinging good pitches.
Doug?
Joe, you had a great story already with your redemption here and everything, but it just got even better tonight. You get a school record 3 home runs, and before Sunday, do you remember the last time you hit a home run?
No, I don't. Like I said, it's been a long time coming. The story's been crazy, but I was thinking about it in the dugout in between each one. You have the opportunity to take that and build on it, but for me, I take that and I humble myself and I ground myself on it. I'm talking to God in the dugout, and I give it straight back to Him. All that is for God, and I couldn't do it without Him. I wouldn't be here without Him. So I just, thank God, and what happens on the field is what happens on the field. But I just go out there and have fun, do my best for my teammates, and I just live and play for an audience of one.
Steph?
I know you guys got a glimpse of Nate last couple of weeks in scrimmages. I guess what have you kind of seen from him through his rehab process, and what did you see from him tonight? To have the night that he did.
Yeah, y'all saw it out there tonight. It's really big to have him back. He's looked really good. He's had some ups and downs, but he's a tough kid, and it's going to be big having him back down the stretch.
Hey, Joe, move that water bottle for me. Thank you. Benjamin?
As a catcher, it can be tough to get consistent at-bats and everything at the plate. So you feel like you've made the case for more playing time, whether it's behind the plate or at DH, just getting yourself in the lineup a little bit more with a game like this?
I just go out there and play when my name is called, and that's all I can do.
Robbie? It seems like Johnny is kind of the same way. How is y'all's relationship and handling kind of the platoon situation that y'all have? And like you said, going out there and when your name's called, doing what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, we don't make the lineup card, so whenever we go out there every day, we check the lineup, and that's who's playing, and that's what we do. Me and Johnny's relationship is really good. That whole entire catching room, we're super close, and we get along really great. So there's no hard feelings or nothing either. We just go out there and play, and we all want each other to do really well.
Steve.
So your story would have been pretty good just by making the squad, right? Just by being here after taking a year off from baseball, but you're contributing. You become a valuable member of this team. I mean, what does that mean? Not just to be back, but to be all the way back.
It means a lot, and like I said before, it's humbling. Just to know that God has a plan for all of us, and we don't know what that was. And I took a big leap of faith coming here after 18 months off, and just trusting the process every day and being disciplined in my routines and what I do every day, and it's paying off.
Steph.
Going back to Nate, Coach was saying is the first scrimmage that he came back, he got hit a little bit and he was kind of pissed off from that. And wasn't really worrying about the injury or anything like that. I guess from a confidence standpoint, have you seen Nate kind of grow in that sense, and how big is it, that he's not thinking about injuries and is kind of just being himself competing out there?
Yeah, and there's ups and downs throughout any rehab process and coming back, getting the feel on the mound, and then you got to be comfortable on the mound doing what you're doing with yourself. But then again, now you're facing hitters, and these are good hitters. We're a really good team, really good offense. So when you're going up there in a rehab situation, it's not always the easiest thing. So if you get hit around, you get hit around. But he's not gotten down and stayed down. He got down and he's gotten back up. He bounced back, and he's been really good. And I think we all saw the Nate Dunn we know and love out there tonight.
David.
Related to that, was there a point you talked to him after his first inning or second inning, said, "Guy, you're back. You're here"?
We not all the way until he was done. He just had a short little stint tonight. So I talked to him in between innings. I said, the stuff looks really good. Everything looks sharp. It looks like you. And then after he was done, after his last inning, I said, welcome back. It was really good to see him back.
Steve.
It's always fun just to play college baseball, but you guys have some pretty amazing opportunities in front of you. And you come in here, I know that was part of the reason to have a chance to play in the postseason. But with Missouri coming in this weekend, what do you guys feel like that you need to do to kind of prove your worthiness for the NCAA tournament?
Just keep doing what we've been doing. We're a really good team. We played a really good weekend this last weekend in Arkansas. It didn't go the way we wanted, but we played a really good weekend. We showed we're one of the top teams in the country, and we've been showing that all year. And then, a lot of teams can cancel for RPI or whatever else. We came out here and played tonight because all we can do is go out there and play, and the rest take care of itself. So we go out there and win, and now we go on to Missouri. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to keep practicing really well. We're going to keep playing hard, and we're going to go out there and win.